Hey folks, today's video comes to us courtesy of YouTube user Deterlucem. 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 It comes to us courtesy of YouTube user Deterlucem.
So apparently there's a question that all atheists have been ignoring, and this guy's going to tell us. Let's get started.
We can dance if we want to, we could leave your friends behind, because your friends don't...
Deterlucem. Deflating Atheism.
Hello everyone, I'm Deterlucem, and this is Bishop of Robert Barron, which is just a wicked name if I do say so myself. And he's part of this website, wordonfire.org, or he just did a guest spot on it, or they just stole his likeness, or whatever. Point is, he has this blessedly short video that is about this question that atheists have always ignored, almost always ignored, doesn't matter. Point is, I'm going to go through his point and answer whatever this question is, and point out whether or not this question has been ignored. All in all, I'm going to respond to Bishop Barron. Take it away.
Yes, I find the atheists who often claim we're the most rational. You religious people believe in magical thinking, and you're caught in these old superstitions, and we're the real rationalists around here. I always tease them and say, you drop the question just when it gets really interesting. Yes,
Really?
Scientific questions are fascinating. I agree with you. Follow them all the way. But the really interesting question is, why is there something rather than nothing? Why does...
Wait, how is that not a question that we're working on? And honestly, why is that not a scientific question?
No. Why is there something rather than nothing is necessarily not a scientific question. Scientific investigation assumes the existence of things. It assumes the existence of a set of natural laws. It assumes the existence of a substance for those laws to act on. Without those assumptions, there is no science. Why these things exist in the first place necessarily lies beyond the bounds of scientific investigation.
And even further, we are working on that. And atheists do question that. Have you talked to an atheist?
the world exist at all? Why is there the realm of nature? Why is there the nexus of contingent things? Now, that's an interesting question. What do I get from the atheist time and again?
Okay, before we get his characterization of atheists, let me just put this out there, and I recommend you all say in the comments section below if you agree or disagree. But I'm an atheist, and I have always questioned these deals. Hell, when I was like 7 or something, I apparently had an existential crisis. Why am I looking out of my own eyes instead of somebody else's? Like, everyone thinks about this. This is not the purview of only religious people and religious thinking. And jumping off of my previous point, this is a scientific question.
It is most emphatically a philosophical question and not a scientific question for reasons I've already explained. Now, it's true that there are scientists like Lawrence Krauss and Stephen Hawking who assert that why is there something rather than nothing is a scientific question, but anyone with any critical thinking skills at all can see right through their arguments, and other more philosophically literate scientists have criticized them.
People are actually working on this question of why a universe exists instead of it not existing. I don't even think this is a philosophical question. I really do think this is a scientific one. Our place in this universe? That is probably just a philosophical question.
Now that would actually be a religious question and not a philosophical question.
Because scientifically, it seems we are engines of entropy. And that's not a very satisfying answer, is it? But as far as why there is something rather than nothing, that is a purview of science, Bishop. Anyway, talk about what atheists you've talked to have to say.
I don't know. It just is. Or, my favorite, it popped out of nothing. And I'm getting it.
Really? Really? Okay, so being intellectually honest is not a good enough answer for you, and giving an answer that I doubt an atheist actually said, but that answer that you just levied onto an atheist is your answer. That's your answer that you give from a religious perspective. The universe literally popped into existence because a god decided there would be.
Well, yes, then the universe popped into existence with God as an efficient cause. It didn't pop into existence out of nothing.
And that god either popped into existence or always existed or something.
The correct answer here is C, or something. On the classical theist view Father Barron is operating from, God is timeless, meaning God didn't pop into existence, and God hasn't existed infinitely in the past because time itself doesn't go infinitely in the past. So the criticisms Father Barron is leveling at atheism can't be leveled at his own worldview.
I'm not going to let you get away with them giving the same answer you would give and you denigrating them for it. This goes back to the whole thing. It's like, oh, you have faith in evolution. Oh, so faith is bad now? Oh, the universe popped into existence. Oh, magic is bad now? I'm not going to let you get away with that, Bishop. I'm not going to let you get away with that.
Ooh.
Okay, let's see what the last, 2 seconds are.
Getting accused of magical thinking?
Yes, you are getting accused of magical thinking because what you are actually doing is literal magical thinking. A god character spoke magic words that made the universe come into existence. You literally believe in magic.
This is another example of when atheists attempt to mock and trivialize God really backfires on them. When they call God a magic man in the sky who casts magic spells, it betrays a basic misunderstanding. To say something is magic or not magic is only meaningful in the realm of the laws of nature. When something is causally prior to those laws of nature, the categories of magic and non-magic are meaningless. The fact that atheists fail to see this simple point is really an indictment of their own stupidity.
Alternatively, I'm assuming the atheist you were talking to, and let's give you the benefit of the doubt in my ending statements on this whole video. Let's say the atheist said exactly what you said. Well, you know what? Maybe they are thinking that it came magically out of nothing. Sure, but that's no better than your explanation. So now you guys are at an impasse. Now you guys have to do some research on how people think the universe came to exist. You both have to look into this now.
Oh, I think Father Barron's done his research already, unlike some people.
Guess which direction it's going to go. It's not going to go in the direction of magic. It's going to go in the direction of evidence.
It's going to go in the direction of evidence? What the hell does that even mean? It's a complete non sequitur. Now, if you're talking about empirical evidence, I think the fine-tuning of the universe strongly suggests the existence of a designer of the universe. Is that what you mean by it's going to go in the direction of evidence?
So at best, assuming everything you said actually happened, all that's going to happen is you're both wrong. It's not that you're right. I'm done.
Ooh, he's just seething with contempt, isn't he? Now keep in mind, Deterlucem here hasn't actually said much of anything in this video. He's asserted that the religious position isn't any better than the atheist position, but he hasn't actually proven anything. Nonetheless, he takes that assertion and uses it as fuel for this entire post-credits rant.
Deterlucem.
Alright everybody, I'm Deterlucem. I hope you enjoyed this rather short video. These sort of videos always amuse me, because it's always from the perspective of, oh, the religious person has to quote the most ridiculous atheist they can possibly think of, just to have even a modicum of intellectual leg to stand on. And it's not even an intellectual position at all. All it is trying to be holier than thou, in the most literal sense. Their position is just as ridiculous as mine, says the religious person, except my ridiculous position has the power of God behind it because I say so.
Oh, I don't think any religious person has said that. And you're complaining about other people unfairly characterizing your views?